Well, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Nice to be here. This is my happy place. I'm pretty happy anywhere I am. My life is absolutely fabulous. I'm very content and well fulfilled in this strange world that we have here. So, I'm wondering how you're doing. Say hello when you get here. And even if you're seeing this on YouTube, LinkedIn, do say hello. That's the whole point. We're here doing this life thing together. And I forgot to bring my tarot cards and all those cards. So we're going to just go with a straight channeling on what the energy preview is like for this coming week. All right, just about there. Say hello when you get here. Say hello to yourselves. I'm all about the soul. And the soul is the most defined and definite part of you, and the most consistent because it's eternal. Now, let's bring in Anubis is waiting in the wings. Here we go. Greetings and welcome from Anubis. We are a group of guides committed to reuniting you with your soul, reconnecting you with your soul, and from there, reconnecting you to the divine. Because as it has been said before, we shall repeat here for the value it has, that as in you automatically are connected. Your soul was created as a spark of light, the spark of light that came from the original divine light. And from there, your soul created you as a human, investing all of its patterning and blueprint programming in you as a human so that you would be able to remember your divine origins. You are now divine substance as you are presenting yourself here in this earthly. You are made of divine substance. And you echo all the abilities of the divine and the great creatress, as we are known to call her. You are that as well. And stepping into and out of that is absolutely normal at this stage of the game, because you are going into the fact that you and the divine are one. And you, connected to all the other human beings, expand to connect, expand to include, expand to recognize all other life forms as equal to your own. There's no right. There is no good, better, best. There's no hierarchical structure for you to find your level in. Everything is connected by the divine and to the divine and to each other. We open the energy review in this way because it is important now that you find those precious moments of peace within you and find ways to generate reliable ways to recreate the peace within. Is at war. It is absolutely imperative that you be the example of peace and harmony. The example of acceptance and recognition of the souls that all these different human beings from different collectives and states and points of view all have been generated and made by mind in roughly a similar format with different themes. And by virtue of the luxury and peace of your everyday life, you have the bounty, the fully charged battery to be able to tap into the peace within and radiate that outward to all other life forms, be they squirrels and rats, lions and tigers and bears, stalks of wheat, ears of corn, lettuce leaves, spinach, microcosm, macrocosm, human. Here you get to celebrate the variety. It's inclusive awareness allows you to appreciate the variety of creations that Mother, the Divine Mother, created. They go with you. There are going to be some rocky points coming up, mostly on Friday and on Sunday. What is here that is important to recognize is the days in between will be quieter, not as stormy, not as bouncy energy. There is a lot going on in the heavens, in the planetary revolutions. In the moon phases, and the interconnectedness of all of these things, Earth, you, the sun, the moon, and the planets, we're all interacting together. And again, we have this vast connectedness, the connectedness that is part of you and part of your expression in this world. So today is a far more relaxed day. So we suggest that you enjoy the steady but unsurprising pace. No big waves, no big troughs, no big anything. Or in the world of the divine, of which you are a part. You get to play today with your intention, with your divine orientation, and to be in conversation today, almost the whole day. The divine, checking in. What does the divine love of the great creatress, the Holy Spirit, have in mind for you, moment by moment, step by step? Take this opportunity to be very spontaneous, but also have it be grounded in your connection with the divine. Have it be grounded in your fully embodied soul. So see how creative you can be with this day, with your approach to this day, with your plans. And know that this is a good day to practice being connected to divine will for you. Your inner will is sourced in the third chakra, the upper belly. Your self-will is there in the upper belly, in the third chakra. Imagine divine will spilling down into you from above and connecting this link, your self-will with divine will, weaving these components together. Knowing you tapping into the original source of who you are, the source of humanity, the experience and the experience that humanity is. A sense of graceful peace. Sense of being filled with divine light. Find as many ways of expressing your connection to divine will. Tomorrow's problems, however, it will be the word thunderous comes to mind. There may be some interesting messages, very interesting occurrences. Not only in your social experience, but in spiritual experience. Tomorrow you find that you'll be able to pick up the messages from the divine as if they are thunder or writ large, neon, unavoidable, inescapable. You cannot translate these messages in a wrong manner. You simply cannot. It is so obvious. So look for the obvious tomorrow in these thunderous messages. That is Thursday. Now, Friday, there will be the debate, which means mental energy is going to be amplified. The mind is going to be going, well, let's wrestle with this. Let's talk it out. Let's pick it apart and really determine all the details. The key on Friday will be to redress yourself and readdress yourself to the aliveness and the sense of stability in your inner peace. Having your inner peace be alive and well and the starting place for your day. So you are absolutely going to need to meditate Friday morning so that you establish this connection with your soul and the divine and the peace that that creates for you is going to be indispensable. You've got to have it. You've got to be an inner peace and find yourself several times a day returning to that stability of inner peace and connected with personality, soul, divine. It is your just due. It is your natural state. Saturday, the ego is going to be marinating. Look how wonderful I am. Let me remind you that a certain amount of obeisance because I'm a dictator. That is the little people. It is this small little thing that shouts up and says, bow to me. Want credit. And you have a righteous sense of offense. Be not offended. Expand to include. Expand to include a noisy ego, full of ideas and opinions, dialogue, yakking. But inside you have that thread, that stability, consistency, inner peace. And that's the truth. No matter what goes on outside or in this mind machine, pre-programmed mind machine, no matter what it spits out and how authoritative it sounds, remember that you, your body, is linked with the divine, and you have a choice of inner peace. Just by turning inwards to that still point, or perhaps this is when on Saturday that you regroup using your permanent pattern. Sunday is also kind of an aftermath day. And so understand that you're probably a bit worn out from the exertions of the week, whether they're mental, physical, or spiritual. And so Sunday, that physical activity will suit you well. It's a good day to get some serious exercise or get that deep cleaning project done. It's a good day to throw out the unnecessary. Let it go. It's not necessary for you to be in angst. I think it's a good day to be in physical doings, physically demanding activity. It'll quiet the mind. It will still the inner turmoil. It allows things to settle and allows you to assimilate. The far more important point about Sunday is that there is a lot of potent, sparkly energy around. And to remember that on Sunday, your job is to receive this gift. Receive the potent, sparkly energy, light, and that refined quality of light that is available to you on Sunday. Now, Monday, you may wake up going, oh my God, reality is a ton of bricks. Well, perhaps what you are being gifted is the building materials for what's next. Rather than seeing it as a sentence or a punishment or a surprise attack, see Monday's energy as being gifted the building components that you need for the next phase. For going forward. For being enabled. Being empowered. And it probably won't be clear until about 6 o'clock at night that this is what has been happening, that you've been discovering the elements that you need to move a project forward. The materials, the resources, the connections, the people, the change in perspective so that you can take on and actually function in this main project. Even if your main project is rehabilitating yourself. Just allow any noises to take you deeper into the energies present right now. That's the method. Not going through centering. It is a surprise, but you can deal with surprises. You've been dealing with them all your life. So allow the surprise noises to take you deeper, higher, until you're aware of richness in the energies present today. So Monday, you'll be sorting out the materials necessary and receiving, not a ton of bricks, but the gift, the enormous gift, and try to stay focused as you sort out how to follow the path now that you have all of these things in place. Interestingly enough, will feel like a day off. You feel a lot more sprightly, like a butterfly who got its wings nice and dry and can move from place to place and feel powerful, yet delicate, somewhat fragile, free, very free and unfettered. The energies for this week are quite varied, and your job is to be able to expand to include, to not resist what's here, but to just say, all right, Divine, you're in charge of the time, timing, and details. Accept you as my director would be best me to do. We're about to the end of it. Return in. So now, if you want some more of this, because Wednesday is my big day, I use my gifts freely just for you. You can have, you can write a question in, and I will channel the answer to it on the Bringing Forth Soul Consciousness Facebook page. This is this is in honor of my book, soon to be published. We're getting very, very, very close. Very exciting. How to generate the audio book in a fashion that's will be create a good one. But Bringing Forth Soul Consciousness Facebook page is where you can meet. If you need to join now, and we will let you in. You can become a member. We are just a few members shy of 500 people who are members of this group. So there must be some appetite and interest in soul consciousness and bringing it forth. Some knowingness that we are our souls in action here, and our souls are part of the divine. And how to utilize this is a very important. So this is a channeled book by myself, Anubis, the Akashic Beings of Light, and the Great Creatress, all channeled in this book. And they come through with wonderful messages that help you live a fulfilled life. And this book teaches you how to open your Akashic records so you can be as empowered as possible by this infinite resource of knowledge and energy. Very helpful. All right, now, so I will see that at Bringing Forth Soul Consciousness Facebook group at 9 a.m. Pacific time. And I do this every Wednesday, 7:30 a.m. Pacific time here on Annie Channels, or excuse me, here on Annie Batchelder on Facebook, my personal page, but then at 9 a.m. Pacific time on Bring Forth Soul Consciousness, where you can write your question into the comments and I will channel an answer for you. I hope to hear from you, and I hope to see you, and I hope to be continually connected and at one with all of you. I appreciate your presence here. Thank you so much. Bye now. Much love everywhere, all the time.